Pathfinder?
Asked me to stay and coordinate with the city team to collect more precise readings.
Pathfinder. It would be wise to speak with me before engaging in trade.
Take advantage of a rare surplus.
I never thought I'd see the Moshy again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renav. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws. Have you heard? They rescued her. The Moshy
Have something to celebrate? Take home a fresh fruit.
Traveled to the city. Did you run all the way down? Of course. I may be studying another field, but she took me for 7 years. I'm so happy. Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Vestoran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
They let you pass the gates? Huh.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Increase your odds of survival. Wear armor. Exaltation is just another word for how the Keg kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of cat. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Hey, Scott.
This paste stuff ain't half bad.
Aren't you to wait until your medic has cleared the food for toxins before you eat anything here?
Let me tell you about Red Calm.
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason. Hey, Ryder. This place is brilliant. There's a lot we can learn from the Angara.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin. Hey, kid.
Ryder.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
If we used your system, we'd never have a food shortage.
If you want, I can send a few samples to your ship. Your people can study it.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
What does Taverton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taverton at the Taverton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. I'd like a drink. 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 That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Ryder.
Pathfinder.
They should put Jarl on every resistance recruitment poster. Did he ever contact you? No. That man is impervious to flirtation. Why are the good ones always dense? I hear he had a thing for the repository's curator. Never went anywhere. She's just as thick. So, Jarl's available.
I'm so glad you're back. And in one piece this time.
I was in one piece last time. A little dented, but in one piece.
You hit hit that wall so hard you had amnesia for 2 weeks.
Technically, I was still in one piece.
I was only 2 minutes now. 2 minutes.
You're all beautiful to me, especially
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Hello there.
I'm working.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I have a scanner too. Seems only fair you let me go first.
That's ridiculous.
It's my final offer.
You're bold, Pathfinder. All right. Scan me.
Angaran skeletal structure, muscular formation, and organs are optimal for thriving in harsh environments. As previously discovered, they can also generate and discharge bioelectrical energy.
All done. You're interesting.
So are you. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Ryder, take a break and enjoy the view with me. Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
It's interesting that it works for your people. Not sure it would on Earth.
Really? Hardship brings out the best in people. It's what I think, anyway. Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves while on Aya.
I don't tell them what to do on their own time.
That's not how Paran sees it. I predict jail in your future. I caught Liam on the bridge the other day, teaching Suvi and Callow an old Angaran folk song. At least that's what I told him it was.
Okay.
Don't fret. The marriage can be dissolved by a different song. I'll try to remember it.
Ryder!
Oh, you're here. Welcome to my favorite place in the galaxy. Pathfinder, did you make it to Havarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it makes you that happy, I'll gladly dig up a few more.
Do you offer priceless relics to every Angara you meet?
Only the special ones?
I'll keep that in mind. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
For you? Anything.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the sound of that. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
I already found one. Take a look at this.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
Does that win me any points?
I'd say you're getting there.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you, and you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Is it normal?
I'm no young. So did I. When he retired. Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh, yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Ryder, they've got amazing RemTech research going on here.
That figure really is something.
Avela thinks it's an ancient deity.
Something about it calls to me, like a friend.
You know, the more I interact with the Angara, the more I feel for them. Especially with what we know about exaltation. I can't imagine.
Believe me, I'm pissed off on their behalf.
You nailed it. That's exactly how I feel. We need to make things right. Ryder.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
stations are down. Now they're slaughtering outposts.
They're scared. Overcompensating.
Things got worse when Ephra sent the new aliens to help our forces unfold.
Correlation doesn't imply it was that.
I believe you when you say that.
Then prove me wrong. Gather more data.
I always do.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Still using adaptive encryption, but from what we can tell, things are ugly. Someone will be sacrificed to this anger. Soon, at this rate.
Good. Fewer kept to deal with.
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening. Like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied. Leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely. We operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Moved in Vayon to replace them? No, 69 is still unstable. We out of food in 2 days. Had ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many Ket, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a Ket outpost, but I don't know.
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jarl takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jarl is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged iron gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Ryder. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout.
You thought it would be all snazzy fights and heroic rescues? Again!
Efra's letting me record a few of these training sessions. Just a few. But the Angara has some smart tactics. Now I get how they've held out against the dead.
Put more energy into it!
Getting lots of stares. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen, and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general. I saw a few Angara crying on my way here. Wonder if they heard about exaltation.
You know the drill.
I wanted to stop and say something, but what can you say? Starting to wish I'd brought a chair.
Pathfinder, Efra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Put more energy into it!
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Efra. I respect the Moshai,
Andromeda, do you have the minutes from the last council meeting?
My dear Emperor, when have I ever not kept such records?
There's always a first time.
For a youth like yourself, perhaps, I'll transmit them at once. Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Pathfinder. Analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing.
Pathfinder, as you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
I thought I'd proven they have nothing to worry about.
You are one person. They want the Nexus to hear our voices. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
We're in this together. The Initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
Ten brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh. No, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone. And neither can your initiative.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
I heard about that. For a new person to live on Aya, someone here has to leave. Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
unripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare surplus.
I don't sell it. You don't need it. We're still good. Ryder.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss. Ryder.
I'm not selling to aliens. I neither want nor need your business. Go away. No stock left, not for you.
I don't sell it. You don't need it.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
The sales pitch is good, but it's the follow-through that matters.
I'll let my inventory speak for itself.
Ryder, I took a look at the plants you sent. Good news, they're edible.
so we can grow them on the Nexus?
Not just these. If the genetic makeup is similar, most of the food on Io could be edible. But I need to be sure. Get a sample of fruit from the market.
Missing something crucial. I'll probably have it.
Something I can do for you?
Can I get a few of those fruits for the Tempest?
I don't sell it. More than one? You Pathfinders are richer than I thought.
What do you mean?
You really are new to Helios. Look at it this way. This Parapo feeds 1. Or we can break it down into nutrient paste and feed 20. Raw fruit is rare because it's excessive. A luxury. Better to make the most out of it, right?
Is that what you guys eat?
Of course. It gives us the nutrition we need without wasting resources. The food we grow is precious. We have to make the most of it. And once in a while, we treat ourselves.
As appetizing as paste sounds, I'll stick to fresh fruit.
At least pay a visit to the Tavitan and try it out. I'll send a few fruits to your ship in the meantime. A gift.
Get your raw materials. For art, for science, for you.
I'll get moving.
Ryder, I analyzed all the food samples you sent. You're good to go. Everything is safe.
You sure?
Liam already ate the Parapo. And he's not dead.
Good enough for me.
I passed my data along to the Nexus. Congratulations, Ryder. We have food.
Brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I'm the rookie here. I mean, I could take a stab at it, but... Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming. Doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
Thank you. This is unbelievable. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down, for all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jal know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venterev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
The sooner you reach Kadara Port, the faster you'll find Venterev. What do you need?
Anything to help me understand how your traitor thinks would be useful.
He's stubborn. Always questioned orders. I thought it was a strength. Now I know better.
He must have had some reason to betray me. What could turn him?
Does it matter?
Of course it does.
Moshai, do you remember anything of the Archon that might be a clue to his motives?
He spoke to me like I was a child. No, worse, a pet. But it was clear he has plans for Meridian.
He thought you could help him.
Now he thinks I'm the key.
He's right. You may be the only person in Helios who can help him.
Have you found any other references to Meridian in the Remnant tech?
You're the one who walks into vaults. You tell us.
I didn't notice anything. Doesn't mean it wasn't staring me in the face.
I studied so many relics over the decades. Nothing hinted at the existence of such a place.
Maybe we're not meant to find it.
What'll happen when Aya's people learn someone in the Resistance betrayed their Moshai?
This treason is unprecedented. It will undermine faith in the Resistance.
Not if we show everyone Ven acted alone.
That may not be enough.
I haven't lost faith in you, Ephra. Neither will they.
Kadara's full of bad people, but would they shelter a Ket sympathizer? Can't we just ask for help?
I did, and got it. But my contacts don't run things. The people who do are stubborn.
One's own medicine is always the most bitter.
Even if I could cut a deal, Ven's made himself hard to find.
I'd better get moving.
I'll keep in touch.
Stars and skies above you, Pathfinder. Watch your back. Weather's not bad there.
I'll take crappy weather over getting knifed.
When you have a moment, We should talk.
Yes.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible. The odds were against us, that's for sure. Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Daresh, Chief Voneron. A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what. Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge. An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there? We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search. Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it. I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Pathfinder.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket, and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Why can't you just ask her yourself?
Because.
Because?
Just because.
Fine. Lexi, PB wants to look at Jaal's scans.
PB knows I can't divulge patient information.
Useless.
Hey, little guy.
It looks wise. And those are tool-using paws. Are you sure it's not more intelligent than us?
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jaal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed. And they're loyal to what changed them.
This is really getting to you.
Kandros wants strategies for handling the Ket. I talked with Drac, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
We got this. We're back to back, shoulder to shoulder. Or whatever you like.
Nothing fazed you, does it? You always bounce back, smiling that smile. Like you know it's just what I need.
You're important to me. Is that so strange?
And sweet, too. What's a girl to do? I wish this could fix everything. Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
We're flying blind. It'll take years to put all the pieces back together.
Our biggest headache is the Ket. Work goes on, I guess. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari. It'll be good to have certainty again. That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
And Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Won't know until we talk to those Asari on Eos. Any chance of swinging by?
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got too comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Subi. I don't believe it! Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it!
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right!
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it. Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm sorry, Ryder. I don't really feel like reminiscing.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn Scourge.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. I found something.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point. picking up something. Probe away. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points. Sometimes I forget how small we are. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. I found something.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Anomaly found. Anomaly detected. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge.
We are pretty close for comfort.
Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs.
Who did this? Ket?
I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Can we find the scavengers?
I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port. I'm picking up something. Probes launched. I found something.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Satellite detected. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. We've got a crater. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. One day that might be true again. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Is she the heart of your community as well?
She never had to stand her ground against the balance of care. But she put up with me.
Heroic efforts all around.
You dick.
There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want yet for my life. At my age, I hope being here will inspire me.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
My dad died on our first mission here. I didn't know him as well as I could have, I guess.
I think I was close to mine, yet maybe close has a different meaning for humans. Something to learn, I guess. Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, enough about that. Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time?
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where's Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jarl, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively? Excuse me.
Grief is never easy. But Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Hope is good, but false hope is unhealthy.
I appreciate your support. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Now, exaltation. The Ket just keep asking for more trouble.
Really looking forward to kicking those guys in the teeth.
Get us there, and we'll save you a place in mine.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket steal what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
Are you sure it wasn't how you phrased the question? Your talk with Jarl was indelicate.
They said as much back on the Force. Another thing I left behind. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us a transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
It means your family, the Angara, this team. We're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
Hey, kid.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go-around.
I've got it all under control.
How naive do I look? Just... stay out of the Scourge, huh?
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area. The consumption or sale of any plant specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponic regulations.
What? That's ridiculous. Why would he say that?
Maybe he thought he was being honest.
He was being an ass.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guess you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
If the Angara say yes, I don't see why not.
I wonder who gets to make that call. The Angara don't have much of a government left. Okay, that's... Look, camera off. I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
Then I'll be patient. It'll be something to look forward to.
Thank you. Just a couple more interviews and let's see what happens. Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh? We could send him a gift.
I can't believe you said
What
that.
do Angara drink?
I was just being honest.
There's a difference between being honest and being an ass.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area.
Those ships were grounded for so long. Nice to see them doing what they were made to.
Specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponic regulations.
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
You're the Pathfinder. Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Enough. Look, this isn't going to work.
In the Nexus Commons area.
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing. Then we'll have you on your way.
Did you hear about the vortex?
Welcome, traveler. How may I assist?
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Pathfinder?
Oh, hello, Pathfinder. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
All that red tape was great. Wait a minute. You were hanging around people who spreading hydroponics. Mom, I can take care of myself. No, my word. History is made after the initiative established.
Every step we've taken in Andromeda has been dangerous. The initiative needs to defend itself.
Unlocking. Come on in.
What in the world is this?
Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked! Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvi and Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
My, Pelisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
No reason we can't all be civil, right?
Exactly.
But you are kind of trespassing, so...
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
Hey, I hope you know you can talk to me. Anytime.
Aren't you a cutie? Thanks, Ryder. That's nice. I mean it. But really, the past is the past. I'm fine. I'll pack up my new pet and essentials. See you back on the Tempest.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
We came to explore, Ambassador, not conquer. And we have our own challenges.
You say exploration, but we see your military presence on Eos, and wonder. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
We don't expect you to enter this alliance blindly, Ambassador. Everything we say, you can check.
You'd be that open with us?
We have nothing to hide.
They will guard my ship. If you are not conquerors, I trust my person to your honor.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
My people have several
We're
pronouns to
constantly
identify
striving to
themselves
make life
with.
on the Nexus more
Perhaps I should
enjoyable
prepare
for
a
all
document.
our citizens. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. But we know there's always room for improvement. I welcome you to the cultural center. If you have any suggestions, please have a look around. Don't hesitate to share them.
Welcome back.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about
Pathfinder, do you have a moment?
people who have arrived
We,
from the Milky Way
need to
galaxy.
explain you.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
What do you think of the Angara?
I'm thrilled to meet a new culture. They're cautious, but I understand why. If someone showed up on our doorstep in the Milky Way, we'd be skeptical too. I hope we can win them over, cement a friendship. I suppose that's on you, Pathfinder.
Thanks.
Of course.
I'm meeting with Director Addison later. She wishes to discuss planetary boundaries and perhaps acquire further charts.
I'm glad that's finally happening. She's been very keen on that meeting.
As am I. She also inquired into permissions for personnel to visit Aya.
I hope she made it clear we in no way wish to settle Aya or overstep our bounds.
They're happy to answer
She is
any
very
questions you may
direct.
have and eager
I
to
find
learn
it
more about
reassuring.
your own culture.
The swearing is entertaining too.
Welcome back.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Maybe later.
Don't be shy. Humans are. We'd love to get to know you.
You'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy. The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation.
Welcome to the setup for Pathfinder Informational VI. I am programmed with all relevant data. However, you must identify which information I should prioritize. First, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Mail, please.
Variable set. Which aspect of the Pathfinder's role should be highlighted? Exploration and discovery or first contact with new species?
Let's go with exploration and discovery.
Variable set. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI?
Go with the Pathfinder's team.
Variable set. Finally, should I provide career advice for future Pathfinders or an honor of former Pathfinders?
I want you to give career advice.
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing this Pathfinder Information VI. Implementing changes.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center.
Hello.
Please have
This
a look
display
around.
describes our Pathfinders, the Initiative's elite explorers.
Tell me about Pathfinders.
Pathfinders survey distant worlds and discover promising new outpost sites for the Initiative.
Hope you'll enjoy learning
Our
about
colonization efforts wouldn't be possible
the
without them.
Milky Way galaxy.
How does someone usually become a Pathfinder?
The minimum requirements are survival training, AI compatibility testing, and military or scientific experience. If you're interested, submit your candidacy to the Pathfinder headquarters.
Tough job. Do Pathfinders have help?
Each Pathfinder has a team of talented specialists drawn from multiple backgrounds and species. If you see a Pathfinder on your travels, be sure to say hello.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit. Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Given our situation, it's smart to show we truly come in friendship.
Though in these times you should be prepared for the alternative. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Heskal?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learned to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself, and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit. Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Pathfinder, thank you for arranging my access to the cultural center. There's so much to study here. It would take a lifetime.
I'd enjoy that. All the reading, history, science, culture. Get some snacks, settle into that corner over there.
No offense, but I'm starting with the Asari.
Oh, sure. But when you get to Elcor Hamlet, I want to know.
Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting. So far.
Founder of the initiative.
Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting.